Hey, welcome to why most people never escape the rat race and what you can do about it. Let me ask you a quick question. Do you ever feel like you're working harder than ever, but still falling behind? Like no matter how many hours you put in, you're just spinning your wheels? You're not crazy, you're not lazy, and you're definitely not alone. The system wasn't built for freedom, it was built for your compliance. Let's talk about why most people never break free and what you can still do about it. Let's start with some hard facts. Did you know that 61% of adults in the US are living paycheck to paycheck right now? Or that the average 401k for someone in their 50s is about $178,000. Now that's not even close enough to what the experts say you'll need. Over 47 million Americans over 50 have zero savings for retirement, and that's a really scary number. And get this, 40% of people aged 45 to 60 don't believe they'll ever be able to retire. That's not failure, that's the design. I heard a quote once, it went, jobs are like a drug. They give you just enough to survive, but not enough to really live. We've been taught to trade 40 hours a week for 40 years to maybe enjoy a few years of freedom if our health and our savings last. Now, does this sound familiar? The modern work system is a carefully built loop. Think about it. You go to school, you get a job, you work for decades, retire someday, if you're lucky. But here's the trap. Medical costs are skyrocketing. Housing is outpacing income at a very alarming rate. Even dual income households are struggling. People are exhausted, they're burnt out, and they're quietly wondering if this is really all there really is. It's not just financial, there's an emotional cost as well. 76% of people say they experience stress about money regularly. Depression, marriages are strained, families are disconnected. Millions of parents are missing out on their kids growing up, not because they want to, but because they have to work. People sacrifice their health to make money, then sacrifice money to restore their health. Just this endless loop. And maybe the scariest part is we get used to it. We normalize the dread, we accept the fatigue, we tell ourselves that's just life. But it's not. It's just the life we've been sold. If you've ever felt like, I want something different, but I don't know where to start, that's normal. Because the system trains us to be workers, not visionaries. It rewards loyalty to jobs that don't reward us back. It discourages risks, creativity, and independence. The chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken. Change is scary, not because it's impossible, but because we've been conditioned to fear the unknown more than we fear the regret. Ask yourself this, what's scarier? Starting something new or living the next 10 years exactly like the last 10 years? The old rules are gone. The idea of working 40 hours for a pension, that's outdated. Social Security may not be enough. Traditional jobs offer a lot less security than ever before. But new options are everywhere. The digital economy is booming. There's $1.2 billion a day in the e-learning space alone. Remote work is rising. People are monetizing their skills, their experience, and ideas like never before. We are not in the industrial age anymore. We are in the information age. You don't get paid for how hard you work. You get paid for how smart you work. Robert Kiyosaki. This isn't about becoming rich overnight. It's about becoming free over time. Let's get real for a second. If you're in your 50s and feeling like time is running out, I definitely feel you. But you still have time. You still have skills, and you still have choices. The best time to change your life was 10 years ago. The second best time is right now. Here's the truth. You don't need to know everything. You just need to be willing to learn. You don't need to take a giant leap. You just need to take that first single step. And best of all is you don't need permission from anyone to start building a future that actually excites you. The world is changing fast. Don't get left behind. If no one told you lately, you're not too old, you're not too late, you're not too far gone. You're just getting started.